whatever happened here, the life I have lived, I'm happy. Happy and thankful. Just going forward, you know. That's how I look at life, okay? No plan. I mean, you have a vision in your head, but you don't plan it. It comes about when the time, like, I would never have imagined this to happen. My name is Meena. I am from Kerala. I have been living in Ireland since 2003. I have a family, a husband and 3 children. The oldest, Harry, is 24. The middle one, Vishnu, is 17, and Uma, the youngest, is 15. They are all at home. I am a midwife in the Comyn hospital and a specialist in lactation. I trained in India. I am Hindu. We are Hindu. We practice and teach the kids as well. Maybe 10, 15 families gather together and we chant. My home is like a community centre. We try to celebrate in a small way all the religious festivals. I dance. The dance I do and teach, Bharatanatyam, is dance in its yoga form. So in order to help my students, the pure yoga will help me. Last week I was too busy. Everything in the dance is connected to spirituality. Everything is connected to God. I finished my master's in dance in India this May. I have a very busy life. I walk, but if I do yoga, I don't have time to walk because my evening is very scheduled. So I plan ahead. I know what's for lunch and dinner. Mostly we eat traditional food. It's nearly 8 o'clock. You should have dinner with us because I'm cooking now. My eldest son will be home soon. Like normally at 7, we would do the prayer together. But, you know, most days are like this. We just try to squeeze things in, you know. And it's fine because I was delayed home from work, you know. Like yesterday, I had cooked the rice and made dinner by 6 p.m. Then we had dinner and, you know, then I actually went to an 8 o'clock ballet class. Today I wanted to go back to yoga, but don't get stressed about it. I know it's there and I know it has to be done, as I say, so I won't get stressed. You know, if you do something, do it quality. So, You don't want to do just this and that. So maybe I'm thinking maybe yoga tomorrow. Am I emotionally attached to this place? You know, things happen. I just let it go and do my work, that's all. Like, I was only just saying to my colleague Mary, she brings me newspaper. Every day she reads newspaper and then she gives them to me and then I give them to my husband. And he left a newspaper open on the sofa. Land for sale. You see, this is a 3-bedroom house. Uma doesn't have enough space. She's only in a box room and we're in the attic and hopefully Harry will be married soon and so we're going to need a bigger family home. And so the newspaper open on the sofa, land for sale, going for auction, auction. Like, where would you be going? A few thousand here or there, you'd be panicking. And I was in India for my dance masters when the auction was on, so he had to go on his own. So I looked up a few YouTube things. You don't want to be rushing into anything, So I was at the beautician getting my hair and makeup done, and he texted me, there was only one other bidder, and we said, no way, it's going to go for $500,000 or something like that. So I said, just try another 10 or something. If you work for something, it'll come to you. I'm a vegetarian. Are you a vegetarian? Uma and myself are vegetarians. My mother is vegetarian and my grandmother is vegetarian and all. The boys eat a little bit of fish and a little bit of chicken, but I stopped. I used to do it once in the week, but then I found out about the antibiotics and I stopped, all the hormones and everything. Like, my father, he used to keep cows. Up until about 10 years ago, I'd say he had cows, till he got a bit sick and he couldn't look after them. But up until then, he would never drink, he would never take milk from anyone, only his own cows. Mm-hmm. It's one of the reasons why we're buying this new land. Yeah. I am an earth person. In the summertime, there's lots of roses growing out there in the garden. They're all gone now. There's about 20 different types. Yeah. Every week we go to temple. Every Sunday we go to temple, and I bring them beautiful rose blossoms. You've no idea how much beauty. So we do prayer every day, morning and evening. We normally do all together daily prayer. With Hinduism, you can do what you like. No one will question you. You have to realize yourself, find your way, There are no specifications as to what you should do and what you should not do, but there are religious organisations, but they're not going to force you, come join this or do this and you'll be this, and like, no, So, and that sets people free. And when you're free, you feel better. You understand, So, most human beings, they need something to worship, So I go to temple. If you can do abstracted, that's fine. But, you just need something to focus on. Like Sadhguru, for instance, he wouldn't need anything to be worshipping. He can do his own meditation. But for me, common people, we need something to look at, or otherwise your attention will go because you're not an expert in spiritual life, you know? So, yeah, next to my house in India, there's a temple. It's a Shiva temple. It's a small temple, and the Shiva is in the form of a lingam, which is this big brown round thing. You know, it's a stone, and it signifies the Brahmanda, which is the cosmic egg. So when my granny was married, she was brought there, and she lived there, so she became a Shiva devotee. And so the family will follow that. So I am a Shiva devotee. I also worship Ganesh. You know, today I was actually thinking, was this a good idea? You know, because you may not understand me. You know, if you go into an Irish family, you know, it's going to be very different. It's just because you don't know. You only know me from what I do in the Comyn and things like that. I mean, you know, that's only the tip of the iceberg. I mean, the children, they understand our lives, but you may not understand. But maybe you might get some of it. One thing is that I live for life. Basically, I don't regret a moment in my life. Like, there isn't a moment when I haven't lived. I live my life complete. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, certain things in life, okay. Do you know when you're happy? You could say, oh, I could just die now. But I suppose it is better to be ready to die. You know, you don't want it to come as a shock. I had a beautiful childhood, I have to say. I grew up in a joint family, my granny's house. In those days, all the brothers' families lived in the one family home. So, and there was one head of the family, my granny, and she had 3 sons. My father was the youngest, and so all of their 3 families lived in the family home, yeah. So, but you always came back to Granny's for lunch. She told you what to do. I have only one brother, but all the cousins are very close. So when I'm here and they're in India, I have peace of mind knowing that they're looking after my father. Lots of land. And in the summertime, you'd maybe be plucking mangoes. My mother was a teacher of Malayalam, which is the language of Kerala. And my father, he worked for a publishing company, so between them we always had a lot of books. My mother never learned to dance. She never got the opportunity. It was only my generation that people could learn to dance. You know, in those days, there was a lot of poverty, you know. It cost 25 rupees a month to learn to dance, you know. In those days, you know, a family could live off 1 rupee. They know who I am. My friends. So, just because my life is so busy, you know, that everyone is unique. People take things differently, don't they? But because my life is so busy, it doesn't mean that I won't be there for people. Do you know, I only just met a friend outside who's sick, she has cancer, so, you know, I will be there for people, you know. That's what life is about. But you have to mind your own business too, you know. You have a lot to be thinking about. A lot. Life just happens. You can maybe hope for things in your path, but you can't plan it that way.